Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out the four.
Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of four.
New toys, convoys, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits trying to get
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Buffalo Bills and the Washington Commanders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taking in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Allen going to go to the air right away. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, Charles, look, and this is probably a harbinger of things to come. He's got such trust in his tight end, and there on back-to-back plays, we're seeing that on display.
And when they have that kind of trust, they're not as worried about what the coverage is because they feel like they know each other so well. They'll make the subtle move downfield, and the ball will end up in the right spot. And by the way, partner, what's harbinger mean? Help me out.
Well, you're the one that taught me that a few years ago, so I'll have to lean on you for that. I'm just hoping it fit into the sentence correctly.
I must have got it from my word of the day calendar on my desk.
Allen now looks to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Bills. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue?
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Jahan Dotson, 56 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On first down, Allen.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Allen. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From the 31, Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, It's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Throwing is Allen on third. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. Fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, he has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. Wide open receiver, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 17, Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 2nd and 7, Allen eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Touchdown, Bills. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bills have broken the tie. Seibert on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
47 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 24, Jackson. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Jackson. Flushed out right.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
3rd and goal, Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To the air, Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And, partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown
from 21 yards away.
And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Allen now on first down.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Allen again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. From midfield, here's Allen going deep for Diggs. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go play action with Jackson. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And he is going to have the Bills' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A give up the middle to Singletary.
Oh, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. Touchdown! An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Bills are back within a score. So a strong, and we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. That's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bills have cut it back within a score.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 73 yards.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there, a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. The 71 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right, and he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Yeah, this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Now it's Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. 56.
From the 40 now on second down. Allen escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down. Allen to throw once more.
Completes to Shakir once again. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, you got to think Charles Atwin's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Allen. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
This third down just got even more difficult. Third down and 15 after the false start. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Washington,
they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.